Hey everybody, welcome back to Durbins Bourbon. I'm Joe.
And I'm Josh.
Today we have a special bottle that was donated to us for opening and trying. Going to give a shout out to Josh. Thanks, buddy. He's a mutual friend of ours. He's been sitting on this bottle of Pendleton 20-year Canadian whiskey. And he bought it back in 2006 over on the coast. Has been just sitting on it. It's been in the box this entire time while Josh opens it here. And he's never had it. So I was talking to him about it, and we were talking about the channel, and he's like, hey, why don't I let you take that bottle? Man, what a good sound. And let you guys do a review on the channel and see what you think of it. He drinks the regular Pendleton's Canadian whiskey, but he has not tried this. So now that it's open, Josh, and we return it back to you,
empty,
you can try it. You can try it and see what you think of it.
Did you already say it's 2005?
Yes, it was.
That's kind of cool.
It was 2005 was when he purchased it.
No, this was 2006 where he purchased
2006.
it.
So what? 2005
2005.
So go back, it was 1985. When this was put into casks to mature was 1985.
Wow.
That's
you
crazy.
Were like 40.
Not quite. Anyway, thank you, Josh, for letting us try this, buddy. We really appreciate it.
Well, it's good.
Yeah.
I don't drink much Canadian whiskey.
We don't. We did do a review of that Canadian Hunter.
Yeah, that wasn't very good.
It's not. This is going to be quite a bit different. Pendleton does a great job with their whiskey. I've got several different bottles occasionally, and I'll have it. It's got a nice color. I don't know if Canadian whiskey adds E150A caramel coloring or not. I
think 20 years is it would look like that.
I think so, yeah.
Do they age in new charred barrels? What do they age in Canadian whiskey, do you know?
I don't. I don't know if they use new cooperage or if they use once used bourbon barrels. That's probably something I should have researched before we started doing this review.
You all have Google out there, you can check it out.
Yeah. And if you find some info, make some comments so that they'll be down on the feed, so when other people read on it, they get some knowledge as well. It does have a good color.
Yeah.
There's that brown sugar. That's
vanilla.
Has a little, yeah, brown sugar, vanilla.
Super sweet smelling.
It is. A little bit of caramel.
I'm not getting a whole lot of barrel char though, for being in the barrel that long.
Not a lot. I'm getting a little bit of oak tannins though.
Yeah.
If you
leather.
really, yeah.
Did you already say that?
I didn't.
Oh.
If you push through that sweet, you can pick up some barrel in the background. Canadian whiskeys are they're such a sweet whiskey that some of the oak or some of the other flavors that might be buried in there are kind of hard to pick out. 20-year whiskey.
Yeah, I get a lot of that vanilla caramel candy smell.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty leggy. Fairly fast.
Yeah, but we did just have water in there too.
We did, so we didn't give it a fair shake on that. I was very excited to try this.
Yeah,
I can't believe that he's been sitting on it this many
years. Let us
open it and said, let's bring it in. Take it home, crack that baby, and do a review. Very cool.
Try
Cheers.
It. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers, everybody. Thank you, Josh.
Thank you.
There's some barrel in there.
Yeah.
You can pick up some barrel.
Wow, that's different.
Mm-hmm. That is not like...
Almost got a minty.
Yes, there is some mint in that.
And then, gosh.
There's that sugar.
Yeah, it's like a caramel, like a sugar daddy or whatever. Sugar babies, those little caramel.
Yes. Mm-hmm. There's that. So you got some oak. It's in there. You can pick it out, which I expected. It doesn't taste regular. Pendleton doesn't taste like that.
I haven't had Pendleton in years. I don't even know if I've had it neat before.
Pendleton. This is called the Directors Reserve 2005 Blended Canadian Whiskey. It is a 40% ABV or 80 proof. So probably not really. Canadians, it's, if you like it, you can add water, but they're very mellow and they're a very smooth sipping whiskey.
And there's not a whole lot of, it feels like everything is like subdued compared to
it's very
like the
mellow.
bourbons and scotches we drink. But it's good. It's got like super easy to drink.
Yeah, it is.
It'd be a good one if you, maybe not the 20 year, I guess, but I don't know how much it is. Did you look how much it would be? They still have it?
I haven't. No, he said when he purchased this bottle, there was a couple on the shelf.
I've never seen them on the shelf.
And yeah, I've never seen it. That's why when he was telling me he had a Pendleton 20 year, I thought you were mistaken. I really did. And then when you showed me a picture of it, I'm like, I'll be damned. That is a 20 year Canadian whiskey.
Yeah.
I didn't think Pendleton
I didn't know it was blended. And I've read that Canadian whiskey, they make it 80 proof and more drinkable, I guess, less character. They make it for the American market.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So if you were to buy a Canadian
From years
whiskey,
ago, you know, when they,
right.
I think even back to Prohibition times, to make it, the Americans like their, you know, vodkas and stuff to mix, and it's just, it's an easy, I'm sure until this whole whiskey boom came along and everyone's like, I want my stuff pure, and
then they probably
that's what I read, and I don't know how true it is. I think it was in mine being Whiskey Advocate, so I think it was true.
It's probably pretty accurate.
But they do, like, if you get whiskey in Canada, it's actually got more character and it's higher proof.
Wow.
Yeah.
Might have to
Take
pick some up.
Trip up to Canada.
Yeah. Pick up some whiskey, eh?
I had so many strange brew.
Oh, man. Great movie. That is super sweet.
It is. It's not even like, there's no alcohol punch at all to me.
No.
None.
It's very candy. It's a very candied, sweet, sugars, caramels, some little hint of oak.
I don't know why I get that mint. I still get it.
I can see mint in that. And it might
It's almost like you're taking a drink of whiskey with some mint gum in your mouth.
Yeah.
I mean, not as, obviously not
that strong.
Not like mint gum would taste, but just that
residual
or you had gum
characteristic.
an hour ago or something like
Yeah. I can't get over how sugary sweet it is on the nose.
Yeah. I would, you know, if you didn't tell me this was whiskey and I was nosing it, I might think it was rum.
That's it. Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have that coconuttiness to it that rum does, but
boy, it definitely,
You know what I
if
mean?
you close your eyes,
I'm gonna grab your Kirk and Sweeney real quick.
it definitely has that characteristic of that molasses. And I wonder.
I think I'm gonna gut this out.
Huh?
I was gonna smell your rum.
Oh, yeah. Should come out of there. Boy. Really?
Why'd you in there, bro? It doesn't matter. I don't want to take 20 minutes trying to open it. Anyways, I was wondering if it would smell like that, but
I bet it does. I'm gonna have to get that cork out of there now. I'm all freaked out.
I can do it. I just didn't want to spend.
An hour getting
Yeah. And I don't want to break it off, you know?
like that other one.
Yeah.
Teal
the
and Irish
worst.
whiskey.
And you got to drink the whole bottle because you
There's
don't
a
want
cork
to
floating
can.
around
Yeah,
there.
it's just terrible.
Yeah, that does have some rum characteristics. That's an interesting observation. I wouldn't have picked that up, but it was such a familiar.
Yeah, I couldn't put my nose on it, but or
If
my
you
finger
were-
on it.
Yeah. Yeah, if you
Good.
close your eyes and smell it, it does. It smells rum-like.
I don't think it tastes rum though. It definitely has a rum nose. I get like those butterscotch too, like butterscotch candy. All the sweet stuff that you get with whiskey.
It's not a little bit of a graininess. There's a little grain in there. I know they don't have young grain whiskey in there because it's 20 years
I
old.
bet they have a lot of rye there. I heard too. I wonder if they.
That might be.
But I get no pepper.
No rye spice, really, that you can pick up. Boy, that's pretty cool. This was pushed through the distributor of Hood River distributor, Hood River Distillers, out of Hood River, Oregon, I believe. Yep, it is. So they bring it in from Canada and as aged, and then they're the distributor. So it was a little hint there. It came out of Oregon. This Canadian whiskey did. So pretty good stuff.
Yeah, it's good.
I'd give it.
I don't know if you can. Yeah, I don't know if you can get a bottle anymore, but
Yeah,
I haven't seen it.
be worth
It's good though, for
looking
sure.
around. It's kind of a novelty
Can't
thing.
beat a 20-year-old whiskey.
No, heck
It's always
no.
going to be at least decent, I would think.
Yeah, not super oaky, so it may be matured in once used casks. It does have a pretty good color though, but you
Yeah,
just
but you would
can't-
think a 20-year would be darker. I would
right?
think.
Yeah,
So I wonder if they use old
Caramel.
bourbon casks or
it's
something.
possible. It's just so hard to tell.
Well, and it's a blend,
It's a blend, so
but that means the youngest is
Blended.
20 years.
correct. A blended 20-year, so it's hard to say.
Yeah.
You just don't know with the other manufacturers. Scotch, they add the caramel color. Irish
UB40.
adds it. E158.
Yeah, that.
And Irish does. Canadian, I know that they do add some, so they're just not as bound by the strict guidelines that like American bourbon is tied to. No additives, colors, or anything other than water. That's it. But good whiskey.
Yeah, I'd recommend it if you can find it.
Oh,
but
yeah.
no idea if it's out there.
Correct. I got a feeling it's probably not that popular. You're not going to find it very readily,
Yeah.
especially since this came out in 2005. That was quite a while ago.
And Pendleton's a huge brand too, so
They might have
they
another
throw out
release.
a 20-year now. I bet people would snatch it up. pretty
Probably, especially with the way the whiskey boom is going.
quick. Stupid whiskey boom.
I know.
Raising all my
Makes it-
prices.
Makes it difficult to get product. We hope you enjoyed this review. We hope you found it entertaining, some informative knowledge there, and you got to see kind of a cool whiskey that's rare. Everybody out there, like and subscribe. If you see that little bell button, hit that and it'll give you a notification by an annoying little beep when we put out a new video. We do release new videos every single Saturday, usually pretty early in the morning. If I get busy and I forget, it might happen a little later in the afternoon. Every Saturday though, you can count on it like clockwork. As always, enjoy your whiskey or bourbons any
Anyway, you like.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.